I am continuing in my reading. What I'm doing in this series is to read through the entire standard works of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints. This consists of the Bible, the Book of Mormon, the Doctrine and Covenants, and the Pearl of Great Price. I am continuing reading in a chronological order, according to event, not according to publication or volume, so I'm skipping around a bit as I move along. We are still in the book of 1 Corinthians. We have come into what feels like to me a third section. The first section was addressing the divisions of philosophies among the people and some issues of iniquity having crept in, which had been reported by the house of Chloe. The second part seemed to be him answering questions that were raised in the letter that the Corinthians had sent to him. And this third part, I could be wrong, but it feels like it's addressing something else, which I would think is the report of Apollos when he gives his report to Paul. And now in our last few readings, we read about grooming, read about taking the sacrament worthily, and in our last chapter, how not everybody has the same spiritual gift, but it's all still the same Spirit. We are all one body in Christ. All very interesting. Now we're going to pick it up in chapter 13. Just a small note, there are no Joseph Smith translations in this chapter. So, 1 Corinthians chapter 13. Though I speak with the tongues of men and of angels and have not charity, I am become as sounding brass or a tinkling cymbal. And though I have the gift of prophecy and understand all mysteries and all knowledge, and though I have all faith, so that I could remove mountains and have not charity, I am nothing. And though I bestow all my goods to feed the poor, and though I give my body to be burned and have not charity, it profiteth me nothing. Charity suffereth long, and is kind. Charity envieth not. Charity vaunteth not itself, is not puffed up, doth not behave itself unseemly, seeketh not her own, is not easily provoked, thinketh no evil, rejoiceth not in iniquity, but rejoiceth in the truth, beareth all things, believeth all things, hopeth all things, endureth all things. Charity never faileth. But whether there be prophecies, they shall fail. Whether there be tongues, they shall cease. Whether there be knowledge, it shall vanish away. For we know in part, and we prophesy in part. But when that which is perfect is come, then that which is in part shall be done away. When I was a child, I spake as a child. I understood as a child. I thought as a child. But when I became a man, I put away childish things. For now we see through a glass darkly, but then face to face. Now I know in part, but then shall I know, even as also I am known. And now abideth faith, hope, charity, these three, but the greatest of these is charity. Remember that charity is not simply doing stuff for others. It is patient, long-suffering. Long-suffering, that means you are willing to put up with a lot of torment, a lot of inconvenience in life for the sake of others. It envieth not. Remember, envy is not the same as jealousy. Jealousy is the desire to keep what rightfully belongs to you. Envy is the desire to take what rightfully belongs to others. Charity has no envy. It doesn't say it has no jealousy. God is a jealous God, and He is perfect in His charity. He has no envy. Charity is defined, I believe, in the Book of Mormon as the pure love of Christ. And pure love means you do what is most beneficial for those around you. It doesn't seek its own. Remember that charity does not seek its own. We do not seek our own benefit. If we have charity, we seek the benefit of others, and we do what will be the best benefit to them. We don't appease them. We don't feed their delusions, and we don't support their addictions. We do what is best for them, whether or not they want us to. Sometimes that means leaving them alone. Sometimes what is best. Sometimes charity is to cut ties with people, because that is what is best. But you'll note also, near the end there, we do have this reference to the resurrection. See it in glass darkly, but then face to face, I know in part, but then shall I know even as also I am known. In other words, our knowledge will be complete. Knowledge comes through experience. And when we are resurrected, and we live with God in exaltation, then we will know Him just as He knows us, because we will be in the same state of existence. We will experience the same kind of life that he has. But when he says prophecies they shall fail, tongues pass away, tongues cease, knowledge passes away, and all that, he's not saying that, there are false prophecies out there. What he's saying is that in the end, when we come to perfection, when we are resurrected, that everything dealing with this world is done away. It is no longer meaningful because we are now perfected. What we know here will still rise with us. We're not going to lose what is true, what knowledge is true. But many things that we think we know here, many things that we have learned in this life, we will have to forget and relearn because they aren't true. And we will have a more perfect knowledge. I'm going to leave that here, and we will pick it up in chapter 14 next, so I will see you there.